Hello, my name is Freer Elevator Septum. In this model that we're looking at on today's video, we are looking at a blunt and sharp double-ended Freer Septum elevator. And this model is 7 inches and 3/4 long from tip to tip. And there's a number of important inspection and identification points that you're going to want to keep in mind for this device. We'll start right here at this beautiful handle. Some great serrations there for holding the device. The problem is anytime you have serrations like this, that is an easy place for bioburden and debris to hide out through that cleaning and inspection stage. So make sure to look closely at all the angles of this serration as you're packaging and assembling this device. Additionally, it's not uncommon to see debris on the tips of these Freer elevators. Okay, so you're going to want to check both tips very closely and make sure that there's nothing that made it through that pre-cleaning and decontamination phase. So you're going to look at the serrations, you're going to check both the tips, and then you're going to want to correctly identify what type of Freer elevator you're working with. As I mentioned, this is a double-ended sharp and blunt. And the best way to identify that is to look closely, maybe even use your sense of touch to see how sharp, and right here where I'm working is the sharp end of the elevator, or blunt on this end. And I know it's probably difficult to see on that camera, but this is a smooth end here, and here you can kind of see it sliced away, which makes a sharp working tip there. Okay, so once you identify that it is a Freer and you have identified that you've got the blunt and sharp as opposed to a double-ended sharp, you will also want to check and see, is this a slightly curved or is it a strongly curved double-ended device? And so those curves obviously are coming from the working ends of these devices. And if you have all three and they're set up beside each other, it's clearly easy to see if you're dealing with a standard Freer, a slightly curved and a strongly curved device. However, if you've got one of them, it's a little more challenging sometimes to differentiate between that slightly curved and the strongly curved one if you don't have anything to compare it to. So typically in those situations, you're going to want to refer to that product number on the device if it's visible. In assembling these, oftentimes these will just end up snug in the bottom of a tray. Occasionally you will see these inside those paper sterilization bags. Right? That is the Freer Septum elevator. It is a 7 3/4 inch double-ended sharp and blunt. Thank you for tuning in for this episode of Hello, My Name Is. And until next time, keep fighting dirty.